Hey. Ah! I haven't slept in a few nights. Hide! Run away! Stupid phantoms. What's going on, guys? My name is Millennial Rebel, and welcome back to Valhelsia 3. So, today, I've got a plan. I did a little bit of base expansion off camera in between episodes, and I upgraded my armor because the nether was just rude. There's a thing in there called a crawler or something like that. There's this strider, and then there's this stalker. It was something weird. It was throwing fish at me, and the fish had ridiculous knockback, and it kept knocking me into lava, and I did die twice. But anyways, irrelevant. Let's see here. Like I said, today we do have a plan, and the plan is over there. We're going to get up a mob farm set up so we can start getting pink slime and get into some other stuff. In between episodes, I did set up over here a fisher because we need slime balls. And I haven't been able to find a slime for the life of me. And those fishers will pick up jellyfish. And the jellyfish can be smelted into slime balls. And we need the slime balls to get into refined storage. The plan for today, mob farm, refined storage, and possibly an enchantment extractor, because I set this up. I enchanted some of my gear. It's got okay enchants from what we got, but that fisher I AFK'd for about an hour or so. And in this chest, we got all these books, and I'd like to rip all the enchants off the books. But we also got these. And some of these tools have the indestructible on them, which I believe you can actually pull off there and put onto a book. And a couple of them have mending too. If I remember correctly, you can pull the indestructible off and put it into a book and put it on your stuff rather than having to use these guys, because I found several of these. I mean, that's enough to make 3 of those indestructible things, but I cannot find the Eternal Stella or whatever it's called. Yeah, I think it's Eternal Stella, a little tablet-looking thing. But maybe we'll find it eventually. I'm hoping that I was right about the indestructible and we can tear that off there. But first things first, I put this little rope bridge in. I thought it looked kind of cool to join the 2 parts of the base. This cave was already here. I just expanded it a little bit. We got this little section over here. And in my inventory, I have enough stuff right here to make the mob slaughter factory. And while I was in the nether, I did happen to find a nether fortress. And from that nether fortress, I got these guys, because I enchanted my pick, and the first enchant I got was Soak Touch and Unbreaking 3. I'm like, yes, please. That was super helpful. So we're going to go ahead and set these blaze spawners up over there, right after we set this guy up. So we need the mob slaughter factory, and I already made the range upgrade. So if we go ahead and go set this up over here, this should start producing pink slime for us. I need to put it right there, put this in, show the working area. That should cover the whole thing. Yeah, whole thing's covered. So any blaze that spawns out of those spawners will be taken care of. I ran the power. I took one of my wind generators from way up there and just put it up on top of this hill. It's only generating like 80 FE per tick, but I don't think this thing even uses that much. But this will give us the pink slime and the fluid meat that we need. I just got to get a couple mechanical pipes and make a tank and kill this zombie. Because how did you even get up here? Well, you might have spawned there. Probably should not leave this all dark. I do have this little ladder over here. Right down there is my mine. There was actually one of those random nether portals, the broken nether portals down in there. And that whole area was filled with netherrack. And I took it all out because it was ugly as heck and didn't fit in. I am going to fix that eventually and make my mine entrance a little better. But right now, we need to go ahead and I think it's just iron and redstone. Between episodes, I did a little bit more mining too. Well, a bit more mining. I got a little bit of iron in here. But also, big brain move number 2 of the day. This Soak Touch allowed me to collect up. Where is it? I really need to get into refined storage. This is stressing me out. But collect up the nether quartz ore itself. And from one of those, if you put it into here, it actually gives you 6 nether quartz, which is crazy. So I put, it was like about a half a stack or a little more than half a stack in here, and then it automatically smelted it. And so right now, currently, we have almost 3 full stacks of silicone, whatever you want to call it. There's no E at the end, so it's probably silicon. But we also have all this because because we got to do the quartz enriched iron to go ahead and make these guys. But I'm going to stop talking real quick, and we're going to go ahead and make this tank here. There's a basic fluid tank. So yeah, it's just iron and redstone like I thought. So we'll grab 1, 2, 3, 4 redstone. Go ahead and make the basic one. We may have the stuff to make this one, just a little bit of iron and these guys, yeah. So we'll go ahead and make this. And can we make this? Nope, I only got 3 of those left, and I don't feel like going through that process. This holds 28,000. That should do us for now. We need a space for the fluid meat and to not get attacked by a random baby zombie. Where did you come from? Come here, you. Stupid. But we're going to go ahead and grab some of our mechanical pipes. We'll bring that over here. I'm hoping that they have some type of fluid, yeah, that thing. A fluid trash can. So the pink slime output to the back of the machine, I guess. I think that's the back. And I left my configurator over there. But do they have a fluid trash can? No, they do not. Fluid extractor, fluid collection. Let's see here. Do we have any type of trash can? Nope. Awesome. And there's no nullifiers either. Alrighty, that's freaking great. So we're gonna have to figure out some way to trash all the liquid meat that comes out of there. But I don't think that you have to trash the liquid meat. I think it'll still work even if this fills up. We'll have to see. But I do have that tank set up. Let's go grab our spawners and we'll get this thing running and start getting some pink slime so we can get into some better machines. I did let this run for quite a little while. Let's check in here. Not in there. Where's our plastic? 25 plastic. And that was after I just used 2 to make that other machine too. So let's go ahead and grab these spawners here real quick. We'll go and set those up in there and then run like heck. Because I'm assuming they're going to... Well, they may not spawn too fast, but I don't want to be in there when they do. Beep. Beep. And there we go. It's dark in there. Blazes are spawning. Uh-oh. That's not good. We may have to fix that. I do not want blazes spawning out there. Oh yeah, I need to grab my configurator so we can make sure that that's pulling out the pink slime. Is it in here? Sure is. I didn't leave it at my other base this time, even though I didn't the last time either. Just a derp. So we'll go ahead and set that to pull. You are dumb. I hate you. I set the meat to not be able to go back there. Why is it going into that tank? Dumb. So I guess we will go ahead and try and make another one of those tanks, just because it's being dumb and making us. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got the iron I need already, so tank here. Make a basic one, and then we have to make the upgraded one. If we put this over there, it should not let the meat go in there. So we got the pink slime. I guess we'll just set, let's see, it'd be the right side for the meat. So push the meat to the right, put one more mechanical pipe there, set that to pull, and is it left? Oh, it's left. So is this the front of the machine then? Pink slime, back, top, front, push the pink slime. I'm thinking that that might actually be the front of the tank, but if there's going to be blaze spawning outside of here, that's not going to be good. We can speed these up. It used to be, I think it was clocks that brought down the minimum spawn rate, but now I think it's the speed upgrades. Decrease maximum spawn delay. You cannot decrease the minimum spawn delay. That sucks. I hate when they do that. But I guess it makes it a little more fair. But anyways, that's our little mob farm setup. And next things next, since that was the first thing, we are going to go ahead and try and jump into the refined storage. I'm going to go ahead and get some of this stuff crafted up off camera, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Alrighty, guys. So, I got everything we need to go ahead and get a refined storage system started. I got a disk drive. I went ahead and made the crafting grid instead of just the regular grid. I got some cables, and I had enough resources to make a 64K storage part, which is 27 of these, to make 9 of these, to make 3 of these, to make 1 of those guys. That was a lot of silicone and a lot of glass, but it wasn't too bad. We had the resources, and from the fisher that I had, where's that chest of stuff? What did I do with it? Oh yeah, we ended up getting this many jellyfish plus an extra stack that I smelted up into slime balls. So yeah, that fisher is really good for slime balls. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and set this stuff up right here. I'm going to put the disk drive right there. We'll put the crafting grid right there. I made the controller. It's actually right up there, being powered from the roof. Controller, cables run to this stuff. And we'll go ahead and put that back. This should... The crafting grid's connected, and we put a disk drive in there. And now we've got some storage. So, first thing I'm going to do is throw this stuff in there. And then we can go ahead and start emptying all of our stuff into the system. And we got a lot of stuff, but this is going to be way more organized and way better for everyone, especially me, without losing stuff and making me think that I left it somewhere. And I didn't actually leave it somewhere, but I go check and it's like, oh, hey dummy, you didn't leave it there. Boom, boom, chest. And now we got our little crafting grid right there. Do we have any dye? Oops. We got to change this here to synchronize and auto-selected, descending, sort by quantity. We have lime dye. What does that make it look like? I don't like that. I do not like that at all. Cyan dye. I know we had some somewhere. I thought I made cyan dye. Yeah. We will just get everything moved, and then we will know what I've got. So let's go ahead and put all this stuff in there. And that's all the important stuff. This all needs to go in there. Like I said, we made that 64K storage part, so we got a lot of storage. Those 2 double chests filled with all that stuff was only 2,300. That's 3%. So this guy can go. I'm so glad to get rid of all these chests out of here. That'll be great. Let's see. All this has got to go. We'll put all this in there. I will be back in just a second once everything is in there. Alrighty, guys. So we got everything in there. I did leave 2 chests. I left the bulk of my cobblestone out of there just because you don't need that much cobblestone all the time, and we do have 600 in there. That's plenty. I don't want to fill up empty space that we don't need to fill. But even with all of our stuff, there's 9,100 items with that 64K disc. It's only 14% full. So we're doing good. And I was right. If I look in here, I do have cyan dye. And what does that look like? That looks exactly like it did before. What about blue? Kind of like that. What do they have for colors for the grid? Oops. Look on that. Hit usage. Lime grid. Let's see here. We got the lime. There's the cyan grid. Blue grid. Brown. Who wants a brown grid? That's just ugly. Pink, purple, light blue, maybe? Do we have what we need to make light blue? Yeah, we do. So let's try light blue. 1 blue dye. And we'll grab a bone meal here. Make a white dye. Get out of there. Put these 2 together. And light blue. That looks exactly like the cyan. Cool. Proud of you. So, what else do we have? Pink, purple. What about purple or magenta? Let's try purple. I have lots of lime dye, actually, because of these. This lime dye I made out of the mystical flowers, because I found a tall one. So I just made up a bunch of lime dye because I was going to have to try and get into Create, I thought, to get an unlimited supply of slime balls. But then I realized that the Fisher was in here. So that's a thing. But anyways, let's go ahead and make one more blue dye. And then get the red dye. Which I do have one single rose. That way I can make more red dye if I need to. But let's try purple. I don't hate that. It's very bright. I think I might go with purple. But anyways, there's that. And a little bit of work I did off camera since I got the chisels and bits bag. I was playing around with some stuff up in here. I made a stalactite. I might make a few different designs and then just get like a copier. But this is actually 3 different parts. So I'd need 3 of the bit design things for that one stalactite. But I think it looks okay. I tried the vine thing here. There's a really weird glitch where if you try to replace bits inside of a block, it's like the block just disappears. This block doesn't actually exist, even though it's showing that it's there. I can't do anything. I mean, I can touch the stuff behind it, but it's acting like this block doesn't exist, and I accidentally did the same thing with this grass block. But anyways, I also made a little stem over here with the chisels and bits. And it looks alright. I like this one better than I like what I did here, but I really like my stalactite. So you guys are gonna have to let me know if you like the extra progression per episode and not as many episodes in a week, because I mean, the first 2 episodes I probably actually had 4, 5, 6 hours of playtime in for those first 2 episodes, and probably 7 or 8 getting there up to where I am now. But I did AFK for another hour or so while I had dinner and stuff and let this build up, and we ended up getting 8,000 plus 4,000 plus 8,000. So that's over 20,000 pink slime. I think we're doing good. I did set up a dissolution chamber. This is the second one. I made a second one. The other one we have still over there for latex. But this one is going to be just for pink slime, because we need pink slime to make the advanced machine frames, but we also need nether scraps. And I have 3. I've done so much mining in the nether. Like vein mining with this guy, I've had to recharge it like 4 or 5 times. And I found 1 debris. I don't understand what the problem is, but the good thing is 1 debris in here, you can make into 3 of the scraps. So, okay, this is full now. So I should probably... Oh, we have a lot of latex. I should probably go ahead and turn this back on and start making some more plastic. Oh, earlier when I was talking, I had 25 plastic, but in all reality, I forgot I had some in one of my furnaces. I actually had like 41 plastic, and then I used 2 more for that dissolution chamber. But anyways, I think I'm going to go spend some time in the nether, and I'm going to try and get some more netherite, because I would like to make the laser drill, but I also need to get some gas tiers, and gas are easy to find, but not easy to get a gas tier from. I've seen several of them. I killed like 4 or 5 of them and still haven't gotten a single gas tier. So we'll see what happens with that. But anyways, guys, I will be back in a little bit. Alrighty, guys. So I spent a little bit of time in the nether. Ruined this 3 more times. And still did not find any other ancient debris. So what I did, big brain move, with the 3 scraps that I had, I made 1 advanced machine frame, because you need it for the laser base. I went ahead and made the ore laser base, and I made the speed and the efficiency tier 2 upgrades with whatever diamonds we had left. I only had just over a stack, which was like perfect for making 4 of each of these. So what I did, I set this puppy up in here, and it seems to be working great. All of these, every second, it's doing a progress thingy. It is taking a lot of power. This thing is almost keeping up. Like every once in a great while, these do run out of power for just a second, but it doesn't seem to be slowing this down at all. And I let this run for about 20 minutes or so, and we've got 4 ancient debris, 7 diamonds, and a bunch of other stuff. So this is going pretty quick, and I'm happy about that. I brought over my biogenerator from the overworld, and I made one of these. This is how I would like to generate my power in the future, because if you get up to I think it's niotic or blazing, but these generators are insane. If you get into this nitro one here, It says that it generates 4,000 FE per tick. But if you go ahead and check out the heat sources, this is what the heat source is now. At least it was in the old pack that I played in it with. I can't remember the name of the pack that was. But I had these thermal generators set up, and it was insane amounts of power, and it's totally passive. You put one of these under there, feed it with water, and it's passive, excessive power generation. So this is what I'd like to get into eventually, but it does take a bit to get into that, because you got to get the energizing rods and the energizer and so much power, and it's crazy. Once you get up to the, I think it's these nitro ones. Yeah, to get the nitro crystals, it takes a nether star, a block of that blazing crystal, plus 20 million RF, or FE. It does give you 16, so that's helpful, but you still need nether stars and stuff to get into that. But yeah, it ends up being definitely worth it to do all this, and nether stars are fairly easy to come by once you got a mob farm, because I'm planning on setting up a mob farm for wither skeletons and seeing how we go there. But, ooh, I got another ancient debris. Fancy. So what I can do with these is I can actually take them back home, and we can throw them in the crusher, and that gives us 3, I think it is, dirty netherite scrap dust, blah, 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 whatever it is. But I did go ahead and before I started this episode, I moved my portal down here, because the portal that we started with, I couldn't go anywhere from it. I was literally trapped up in the sky, and if I'd have jumped off, I'd have jumped off into lava. It was a little fleshy island up in the sky, and surrounded by lava. So yeah, I just moved my portal down there. Much nicer location in the nether. But this armor, I could have jumped into lava, but before I moved the portal, I didn't have that armor. But this armor here, it's got fire protection 3 on, yeah, all the pieces, so I'm basically impervious to fire damage. After a little while, I do take like half a heart of damage in lava directly, but they pretty much can't kill me. So if we go ahead and throw this stuff in here, let's take out the ferns real quick. I went back over to that biome and grabbed a bunch more ferns to start building more of the biofuel up. I put some of it in the nether part over there when I let it run, but like I said, I only let that run for about like 20 minutes. And we ended up with what am I talking about? These 4 ancient debris, but we actually have 5. But yeah, you can take this, and if you put that into an enrichment chamber, it gives you a netherite scrap. So those 5 gave us 15 netherite scraps. We'll go ahead and throw that in there. And I set this up so that I could throw like redstone and lapis and stuff in here, because if you get 12 redstone per ore out of this if you throw it in the enrichment chamber. So whatever goes in here, it'll feed it into this chest. And if it can go back in here, it'll pull it back out of the chest and throw it in there and then put it back in the chest. It's a weird looking setup, but it works. And then in here we've got tons of redstone, starting to get the netherite scrap. What else we got in here? We got lots of aluminum, a little bit of lapis, nickel, silver, lead. Eventually it will pull this stuff out and pull it back into here once the nickel grit's done. But we'll go ahead and let that finish. And I think I'm going to go ahead and make up a mob crusher, I believe is what they call it. There's the mob slaughter factory and the mob crusher. If I can make this, yeah, that's easy to make. Since we got all that pink slime and now we're getting the netherite, I'm gonna go ahead and make that and swap this guy over here out, because we've got lots of pink slime. We've got 15, 19 plus 8,000. So yeah, that's 27,000 pink slime. We should be good for a little bit. And I forgot to turn it back on. I turned it off so I could kill some blaze rods for the these efficiency upgrades. They take the blaze rods, so I had to go and kill some of these blaze manually. But we got plenty of pink slime, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and make up that mob crusher. Grab this netherite from over here. We got the netherite scrap. We need one more advanced machine frame, which means we need to make a basic machine frame. Which means we need a pity machine frame. All the machine frames. Because it's tiered like that. You got to do the pity, and then you take the pity one, nether bricks, gold gears. Let's see, do we have everything we need in here? If you're in this, you can actually click this over and it'll move everything for you. Except for some reason it only likes to move 1 plastic, even though you need 2. But we got that, and we'll grab our last piece of plastic here. And we'll bring that over to our dissolution chamber, where we have all the latex that was built up in here, I threw back in there. So now we have plenty of plastic. We'll unlock that input, throw all this stuff in here, let that do its thing. Let's actually go see how much plastic we have built up, because I made quite a bit. Yeah, 28 more. So plastic, we got 43 now, so that should set us up for a little while on making machines and stuff. I think I'll probably just start feeding the rest of the latex in here. And just let all this stuff fill up, just because. So we got the simple machine frame. Now we can go ahead and make the advanced machine frame. The advanced, oh, we have it right here. The advanced machine frame. Need a diamond gear, so we're going to pull that out. And then we should be good. We got the diamond gear, 2 gold. Need 1 more plastic, because it does that every time. Simple machine frame, plastic. Take 1 more plastic, and then we'll have to go over to this dissolution chamber to go ahead and make this up. Oh, I should have threw that diamond ore in there. Anyways, I already have this set up for the advanced, because I just locked the input when I made the advanced machine frame for the ore laser base, but we'll go ahead and do that. Let that finish up. We'll go throw this diamond in there. And then once we get all this set up, that's probably pretty much going to be about the end of the episode. We're going to throw the diamonds in there. And that'll bring it all my diamonds into here. We got coal in there now. Cool. So that little setup is super convenient because, like I said, you can throw all of your ores and stuff in there and it just works. But there's our advanced machine frame. I'm going to go ahead and swap this tank out. I'm going to make a second tank so that we can start collecting essence. Let's go ahead and make the mob crusher. Here we need 2 books, which means I need paper. Let's go down and collect our sugarcane farm. This little baby sugarcane farm over here. I set this up just for now. I will upgrade it, but this has been working enough for what I need. But yeah, we'll go ahead and collect this up and get all that done. And this should give us enough to make a couple more books. I do have leather because from that fisher you get saddles and stuff, and you can use it. I have a cutting board set up with shears. I haven't slept in a few nights. Hide, run away, stupid phantoms. I love the phantoms. The way they look is cool, but they're a pain in the neck. Because I AFK a lot and I forget to sleep a lot just because I'm doing other stuff. And then I'll step outside and it's like, oh, boom, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 phantoms in your face. It's like, that's not fun. We'll go ahead and make up some paper. Grab some of our leather here. I did use quite a bit of leather for the bookshelves that I made, but where's the mob crusher? We got that. We just need a sword. And we can go ahead and make the mob crusher. And that should start generating essence for us. As soon as I make the tank that I need. Go ahead and make the basic tank. Go ahead and make a advanced fluid tank. And take this with us. And we'll set that up over here instead of the slaughter factory. And this should start generating essence. So that maybe in the next episode, we can set up a proper mob farm. So there's that. I'm going to move that over to here. And we'll unconfigure that. That just stole pink slime from us. I knew it was going to do that. Let's get rid of that. Go ahead and throw the mob crusher down there. Should start crushing up the mobs. I'm going to go ahead and put this in there since we're not going to be using this anymore. Should start crushing up the mobs. This will actually let us collect the blaze rods too. So we'll just leave that running for now. And I'll move this torch there. Put this tank here. We'll set that to pull. And that should start generating essence. And blaze, I'm not sure 100% if it actually does depend on the mob how much essence you get. But it seems like blaze produce more than like passive mobs or even some other types of mobs. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's episode, guys. I think we did pretty good with our progression. We got our little thing set up in the nether. We started generating some essence. So hopefully by the next episode I'll have a gas tier or 2. And we can make some mob imprisonment tools and get a mob farm set up. But anyways, guys, if you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like. I'll let you, and goodbye.